What's up, guys? Ron from Rohde Law, and we're back with another Lawyer React today. We're going to be talking about the Frank founder, Charlie Javice. She allegedly defrauded JP Morgan out of $175 million. Basically, she created a company and she greatly exaggerated to the extent of making up or buying fake users on her platform. Now, the crazy part of this is that they defrauded one of the most sophisticated investment banks in the world, JP Morgan. And even the CEO took an interest in here. So maybe there's a little bit more to that story, but let's take a look at the facts. So here's a picture of her, Charlie Javice. She's this great, 28-year-old entrepreneur. She did a startup that helped college students navigate federal aid and to figure out all these forms. It sounds great on paper. But the reality was she had about 300,000 users when she presented to investment banks that she had over 4 million users. There were then text messages and emails where she was contacting other people to try to buy or create fake data sets using those people, right? So they needed first name, last name, email, and some other information. What really blows my mind is it's taken them this long, but really the fact that she was able to defraud them at all. So let's take a look at the charging documents. We can see that she's been brought up on charges in the Southern District of New York. Count 1, commit wire and bank fraud. So this one's interesting. Let's talk about the elements to prove. This is a federal crime. You have to have a scheme to defraud by means of false pretenses. I think here you definitely have that. She had the fake users. Defendant's knowing and willful participation in the scheme. She clearly knew what she was doing when she has emails asking to purchase data sets or asking to create fake data sets. And the use of interstate wire communications, that one is probably the easiest of all of this. And so that element is met. Here I think that you really have a strong case. Let's look at some of the allegations. We have another wire fraud, bank fraud, securities fraud. All of these claims I think are met. And so for her, I don't see a lot of defense. She presented this to 2 different investment banks, and they had the opportunity to dig into this, but they could not verify or disprove those students. And I think it's a case of the banks just wanting to be greedy, okay? They're all looking for deals. This was in 2021. There was this huge mergers and acquisitions free. People were spending all that government money, all that free money, and it had to be put to use and it had to be buying companies and trying to generate a profit. So directly Powell's money machine and all that printing led to this type of frenzy. And now when the bank gets screwed out of a deal and they say, oh, you were wrong, you lied to us, now they can sue her and try to get their money back. So I think it's really interesting that you can defraud some of the most sophisticated acquisition players in the United States, in the world, and she got away with it for a short amount of time, because I think once they started digging into the documents and they started acquiring the company, they saw that this was all fake. But from me, it looks pretty bad. I will give her the innocent until proven guilty. But on these facts alone, it looks pretty suspicious. And don't be surprised if we see a guilty plea coming up soon. So that's it for this react. Smash that like button and we'll see you next time.